Good morning, you guys. Welcome back. I'm Melissa, and today we are actually going to be potting up my import plants from Kartel Daun. I got these, I think, in November, I think, is when they sent me the plant mail. I'll have to look back. I'm pretty sure it was November. And I said in that video that I probably wouldn't be potting these up till either the end of December or sometime in the beginning of the year. Why do they always get the zoomies when I turn the camera on? Well, it is the first week of January, and I don't know if all these are going to be ready to be potted up, but I'm ready to get them out of stratum. I don't know, I just feel like I'm ready to get them potted up and into like my soil mix and get them growing. I have 3 anthurium here, and then I have 2 Hoya plants. So the anthurium, a Pappenforgetii crossed with Dark Phoenix. This is the one that I'm most, I think, excited for, and I feel like this one has done the best. It's already given me a new leaf since the initial unboxing, and I feel like it's rooted enough in here that this one's definitely ready. And this one here is the Bigfoot times self. And this one I feel like is just now really starting to root, and there is a new leaf spike. I feel like this one may have lost a leaf. And then this one here I feel like is doing the least. It's the King of Spades, and I already have a big King of Spades that I got from a different import after this. So I'm a little worried this one is gonna take a bit to kind of rehab. If this one doesn't seem like it has a lot going on, I think what I'll do is put it in a humidity. I might put it in my cabinet where it's warm and more light, just to kind of kickstart it a bit, because I feel like just on my plant shelf and ambient and not getting much light right now, I feel like it's taking a bit to get going. So I think these 2 will definitely be able to pot up. And then the Hoya is, this one is Lacinosa tricolor. This is all that was left from the plant. The rest of it kind of just rotted away. So I have one little cutting, and I don't know how well rooted this one is, honestly. So we're gonna peek at the root system on that guy. And this one here is the other Hoya, and it was one big Hoya plant, and I actually chopped it. And so I have, I think, 2 cuttings in this one and 2 or 3 maybe in this one. And this one has actually done really well. It honestly surprised me. It's actually pushed out some new leaves. Like this whole thing here is new growth that has come in. And then this one here is actually working on some new growth at the top. And this one here has pushed out an entire new big leaf. And so I only want to keep 1 plant for me. So yeah, we'll dump these out and see what the root system is looking like, and see, you know, how we can pot these up. And then I have a few pots. I don't know what size I'm gonna do just yet. I feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of 3-inch, and then I brought a couple 4-inch out just to see. And I just have an empty container because I want to try and save this stratum. This is new stratum, and I'd rather like reuse it for some of my own like propagations rather than wasting it. I usually reuse it a few times. I let it completely dry, and then I will use it again for other, you know, plants. Hi, Luna. Oh yeah, oh wow, okay. Sometimes when I'm propping in stratum, it's hard to really see the roots, you know, because the stratum is so dark. Oh yeah, look at the root system on that one. Ooh, that looks nice. I think I'm gonna go ahead too and peel off their sticker. It was like a number. I think they did that, you know, to help distinguish between the anthurium, I guess, but they included, you know, their own tag with it. So I'm just gonna leave their tag in the anthurium so that I don't forget which one's which. Because I don't think this number really is doing anything for me, because I don't know what this number means. Oh, okay. I'm only going to do 1 at a time because, again, I don't want to get these confused. So I'm just gonna sit it back in the cup with the tag so that way when I go to pot it up, I'll know which one's which. The original leaves on it, or the original roots, they're kind of rotted. You see how stringy that is? So I'll get some shears and cut that away. And then these are new roots here that have grown in. I think it'll still do okay if I pot it up. It's, you know, still pretty tiny. And then it does have a new leaf spike right here, which might get affected a little bit since I'm potting it up. I feel like if I do a 3-inch, it'll do fine. Look at all that stratum. That is just for 2 cups. I definitely don't want to waste that. This is the one that I'm worried about that isn't really rooting. Oh no. Yeah, there's no roots on this guy, you see? All the original roots have rotted. It's all stringy. And you can see like this leaf curling, it's not really hydrating. So what I actually might do, I could actually stick this one in some sphagnum moss and to see if that'll help encourage the root growth instead of stratum. Because this is the King of Spades and I really want this one to grow. Okay. And we'll do the lacunosa. I think when I do imports next time, I'll make sure to provide them with more light. I've had these Hoya in like propagation bins, so they're isolated, but they're not really getting enough light. So I think that's probably my issue. I think it has enough little root to do a 3-inch, and I think it will be fine. I think it'll grow in some new roots here once it can actually get potted up and take up some nutrients and stuff. It's a pretty lacunosa. Or undulata splash. I don't think I said the name of this Hoya. It's that one there. It is so chilly today. I just cracked the patio door so the cats could go out there, but it is cold. It's like 41 right now during the day. So I'm feeling the cold air coming now. I'm not going to leave it open very long just so that they can go get their sniffs out there. And they're not outside, they're just on the patio. It's enclosed. Someone had commented that I was a bad pet parent because I let my cats outside. I'm like, I don't think they understood when I say outside, I mean just on our patio, but it's screened all the way around. They don't actually go outside. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was UPS dropping something off. I'm like, normally delivery drivers don't really ring the doorbell. Some of them do, I guess. But yeah, somebody commented that. I'm like, that's mean. I'm not a bad pet parent. Anyway, I found this little thing here. I actually got this in a plant mail recently. Somebody had shipped me a plant in this. So I'm going to use this for the anthurium that we are going to rehab. The King of Spades, this one here. Since we are rootless, I hope it's focusing. My camera's been like weird with the focus lately. I'm just going to plop some in here. Actually, I should probably wring this out a little bit more. Yeah, that's way too wet. Nice and floofy. Like so, and then I'm just gonna plop this guy right down in the middle here. like that, and then we'll add a little bit more. I think this will really encourage those roots to grow. I honestly don't know why I did stratum for these, because my other import that I need to pot up soon too, I'm going to make a separate video on those. I did water, and honestly the root growth, I mean, I did have a lot of great roots come in, but I felt like I probably shouldn't have wasted stratum. I don't know. I think next time I'm just going to use water. So like that, it's kind of loosely in there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this in my IKEA cabinet in my plant room, because that's the warmest spot in my house right now. And it'll get really good light. And so this will help hold in extra humidity. It's probably like 60s to 70s in my cabinet, but I feel like, you know, putting it under something like this will give it just closer to 100%, just like that. And so it's going to rehab. And hopefully it'll root up soon. And then we'll transfer to my aeroid mix once I get some roots. Let's do the other two anthurium first. Yeah, this one definitely did the best by far. The Pat Forgetii and Dark Phoenix. It's very beautiful. I love the dark leaves. You can see the pap. And I hate the squeaky table. Sorry if it's so squeaky. I want to get a new table this year. This one is so cheap. I don't even know where we got this. I think we bought it, I don't even know. But I want to get one that's round and that's lower to the ground and that I can actually sit at comfortably, since I do a lot of filming here now. So this one actually I think would benefit from a 4-inch because it has the most roots. Okay. Quickly fill up. And of course the leaves are wet, so I'm getting dirt on the leaves. I'll have to rinse it again. It is so stinking cute. I'll do a little bit more in the front. What a cutie. I gotta rinse it. So stunning, right? I still don't think my camera is focusing on it. Oh, it's so cute. And then the Bigfoot, we're gonna do a 3-inch. So my plan is to be like on a no-buy for a while. I'm gonna try and do and go for as long as I can. I really wanna, I'm gonna make a decluttering plant video. I'm gonna downsize like maybe 10-ish plants and duplicates that I have. But another thing is, like, I was in my plant room kind of getting some stuff to film this video, and you know, a lot of my alocasia on that back shelf have just gotten so incredibly big. Well, a lot of them do need an upsize, but also a lot of corms have popped up. And so now there's like a ton of baby plants growing in there with the main plant. And it's caused them to get too big. So one of my goals this year, I think if I do a couple a month, maybe I can kind of get through them. But I want to take the alocasia or whatever and like take it out of pond and separate all the babies and just keep like the one plant in there. And then all the other babies that I have, I can, you know, pot up separately and then look at selling those. I'll just put them on my shop. And that way, you know, my alocasia can get back down to a normal size. Cause yeah, it's very overwhelming in my plant room because so many of them have just gotten so big. That little cutie all done. We'll water these at the sink. I'm gonna film a plant chores here soon too, and I really want to go through and consolidate a lot of my plant supplies. I want to, anything that I'm not using, I want to try and like use up, or if it's something I don't use anymore or haven't touched, I don't want to waste it, but I also don't want to just like keep hanging on to it because I have it. So I don't know. I'm going to make a couple different piles and figure out, I just have so much stuff in my plant room closet, especially. And then I have like 2 bins out in the garage that are like filled with dirty plant pots and stuff that I haven't used in a while. So I'm going to go through that one day as well. And I'm going to make a huge donation pile. I already have like a couple bags that I'm going to donate of just like plant pots and stuff that I'm not using anymore. There's no room for you up there, Loon Loon. Is it too cold out there now? Huh? I do think I have this Lacinosa already. I think somebody included it as a freebie when I ordered from them. So I don't need like 2 of these, so I'll probably let one of these go eventually. Or I could combine them into one, but I'll probably just end up letting the one go. I'll probably just keep this one because it is an imported one, and then I'll let the other one go. So I'm pretty sure I have this one, Lacinosa tricolor. So we put that little cutie in the 3-inch. Where are you going, my love? Yeah, there's no room up here for you, my love. Yeah. Where you going? There's no room for you up here. Here, let's get this big guy out of the way. I'm gonna trim away this little bottom piece. It's just a little like yellow. I feel like this would be a good one to let go because it's actually about to start a new growth point and it has 2 leaves. So once this grows, I feel like that would be a good one to sell. And this one is like one big one. And then I wish I had cut in the stem back more because now it's like pushing growth from just the top here. But I don't like the big gap. So I'm wondering if I should cut that back. But it's just not starting to grow. So what I actually might do is let this grow and then I'll cut it here or cut it back and then just propagate like this part. So I'll probably keep this one. This one here. Oh, I was like, I don't see a growth point yet, but this is the new leaf that I spit out, this one here. And this one here has new growth coming in the center. I'm gonna cut off this middle piece because this isn't doing anything because it's already put out its growth point down lower. I feel like the new growth isn't splashy on this one either. I wonder if it is coming in reverted. I wonder if these revert. That one has the most root system that has come in. I feel like this is a good one to keep because it's actively growing. I just don't like them potted up. I don't like how it's too big. But then I feel like this would be a good candidate to let go too because I don't know what to do. And then this one here, yeah, the new leaf isn't splashy. It has like just a couple splashes on it. I think I'll probably end up potting this up separately and maybe letting that one go. I'm gonna see. It's gonna be some time though. I know I want to keep this one for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pot this one up separately. Yeah, we're gonna do a 4-inch. I'm wondering if these are all old roots though. They're kind of stringy. I'm gonna cut it off. And I'm gonna cut this leaf. Oh. Okay, so let me show you what I have going on. So these are my plants. These are the two anthurium that I potted up. And this one's gonna go in my IKEA cabinet in my plant room. And then those two were on that shelf right there. So I'm gonna make room for them where they were. I just have to find, if I don't have any like nursery pots, I'll just use like a saucer tray and sit them on that shelf. And then this is the Hoya undulata that I'm going to keep for me, and the Lacinosa. These, I might see if I can squeeze these in my Rudsta. I think I can make room for them. And then these three undulata splashes, I'm gonna I'll probably put these on the propagation shelf. I'll look at letting these go eventually. And again, I might prop this one again once these leaves come in, but we'll see, because I just don't like how long that piece is. And that one's going to start growing soon, and this one is a new leaf. So once they kind of root and establish, I'll see how they're looking and how they do. And hopefully the King of Spades bounces back. I had a feeling from the get-go, like this one seemed a bit sad like the entire time. I probably should have like took it out of stratum sooner, but that is okay. I think it'll bounce back. Look how pretty. So pretty. The coloring on this one. I'm gonna let them sit on this little potting mat here and kind of drain before I put them back. I'm just gonna let them air and kind of dry all these while I clean up my mess and everything, and I'll put them in their spots. I'm excited for them all though. I think they're all gonna do well. And I feel like it was a very good import experience. I feel like as far as the plants go, they seem happy and growing and healthy for the most part. So I know this Hoya here, you know, rotted a good part of it, but I mean, as long as I have a little piece that made it, you know. So yeah, hopefully they all do well and adjust. You saw me water in the soil enhancer. I want to use it. It was like one of those things where I have and I haven't touched it in a while, and I don't want it to go bad. So I'm going to try and use that after a repot instead of like my nutrients, just to kind of, it's like a soil enhancer. So it helps them absorb nutrients and stuff in the soil. And I don't know, it just kind of helps like with that little transition period. So yeah, I gave them all a good drink with that. And yeah, stay tuned because I'm going to do my other import pot up soon. If you're interested in an update on those with the other Anthurium and Hoya and stuff and Monstera. And I had a Philo and a Sigonium, so I'll do those here soon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll give you an update on these guys. I'm gonna film a plant update, like a full walkthrough at the end of the month. Sometime the last week of January, my goal is to film it and get it posted for you guys. So I'll give you like a post 2-3 week update on these and how they've kind of settled in that update. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I will talk to you soon.